Hi everyone, what's up? Kwaku here. I'm going to be taking you through our next Life Words passage for today. Today we're going to be looking at Mark chapter 7, verses 24 to 37. As always, I'm going to share some thoughts with you, and hopefully you can consider these things while you're reading your scripture. Hopefully they encourage you and challenge you as well. So let's dive right in. In this passage, we see Jesus come across a Gentile woman. Now, as always, Jesus is trying to find somewhere quiet that he can spend some time by himself and just relax. But as always, the people find out where he is. And one of the people who finds out this news is this Gentile woman. Now, Gentile simply is a title used for people that weren't Jewish, people that weren't born Jewish and weren't considered of that people or culture. So Gentile is just a word used for anyone who isn't Jewish. And as this woman comes to Jesus, she's begging him to heal her daughter who's demon possessed. Now, when this woman meets Jesus in the house, there is a conversation that happens. She's begging Jesus to heal her daughter, and he actually refuses the first time she asks, but she continues asking and asks again and recognizes her place in her position as a Gentile woman. Now, really and truly, the scripture speaks to a lot of things, and one of them is the ethnic divide between Jewish and Gentile people. You see, the Jews believed that they were God's chosen people, that God was going to redeem the earth through them and no one else. But as we all know, the gospel message is for everyone. It's for every person and for every believer across the world. God's message of grace and love and forgiveness is for everybody. So we're seeing that happen in this passage of scripture too. And in response, the woman responds in that kind of way. She says, even me, someone who is not considered Jewish, not considered to be a chosen holy person, can hopefully still receive a miracle from you, Jesus. And I feel like sometimes that's how we can approach God. Sometimes we feel like we're not worthy of the gospel. We think that because of who we are or the things we've done, we're not worthy of miracles. We're not worthy of God moving in our lives. But despite all those things, the woman still asks Jesus to heal her daughter. And it's because of that determination, in spite of what she thinks about herself, she puts her trust in Jesus and who he is and the things he's done to believe that he'll be moved in compassion to help her. And that's exactly what we see happen. Jesus then heals her daughter. The main lesson to take from this is no matter who you are, where you live, or what anyone has said about you, the gospel message is for you. It's a message of love and forgiveness and restoration to unite all people under Jesus and through him. The second thing is that with faith, anything is possible. You can ask Jesus for anything. I wonder how many times we may ask Jesus for things, but we stop. We fall short because we get told no. Maybe we can be like this Gentile woman and continue to ask Jesus, even in the face of responses we don't necessarily want. Maybe we can have the faith to keep asking and to continue to ask, to trust that Jesus will fulfill his promises to us and he'll answer our prayers. Now, the second thing that happens in this passage is that Jesus heals a deaf man. And to me, I always call it a weird and wonderful miracle. If you read the passage for yourself, you'll understand why. But I think the main thing about this passage that's just so amazing is that once again, Jesus is doing a miracle. He's doing something that no one else can do. He's healing people in a way that no one else can. He's doing what only he can do. He's showing that he's Jesus. It even says in the end of the passage that the people are talking about him and they're saying what a wonderful man he is, what wonderful things he can do. Have a think about some of the wonderful things that Jesus has done in your life. Have a think about some of the wonderful things you know he's done in the lives of your friends and people close to you. We all need to have that picture of Jesus in our mind, that he is wonderful, that he's done amazing things, that he's healed us and restored us and brought us out of a dark place into light. Jesus is wonderful, and I feel like that's just the point. He is wonderful. So hopefully that helps you today. Hopefully that encourages you and challenges you a little bit. As always, please go ahead and read this passage for yourself. We hope you're encouraged by it. If you have any questions, ask us, and we'll see you in the next Life Words video. God bless.